This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Wilson on second down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook, and I think it's a lot.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
So on fourth down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod.
This is taken at the 18. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there instead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.